right. Welcome, Vicarious Mercenaries, Proxy Ninjas, and Pop Culture PhDs. It's time for another after hours / late night edition of the Rec Room. So, if you are new or returning, welcome and welcome back. So, for the new kids in the front, this is the vanilla casual console experience where we focus on games that involve strategy, stealth, sandboxes, but most importantly, shenanigans. So I hope everybody's have a fantastic week. It's just a pinch after 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on a Tuesday evening when we've been doing at least some of our strategy-esque kind of things. So we've just been plugging away at projects over here. And we have finally reached a milestone. We are on game number 8. We wrapped up XCOM Enemy Within for the Xbox 360 last week. So that took a total of 27 episodes. And that may also include a couple asterisks because I think there was one that may have had an audio biff. We had a false start and a couple other things. Not that that matters, but hey, I'm a detailed kind of guy. So sometimes those things get stuck in my head. But yeah, so we currently have our official outing on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we've been working on Crackdown for the Xbox 360 as well. And so that takes care of our sandbox checkbox. Well, I guess 2 boxes, 2 words, whatever. And we've also been working on MechWarrior 5 on PlayStation 4 on Thursday nights around the same time that we're doing this one. So I had to figure out, what do we want to do next? And the decision ended up being, because XCOM was very strategy heavy, and a lot of the other stuff is very action. So MechWarrior kind of falls most closely into the strategy department, but it's mostly a lot of action and simulation. So I have not quite added simulation to the opening spiel, but because those are the 2 games we still have ongoing at the moment are action heavy, I try and want to get something maybe a little bit more story centric or something back to stealth, because we've really only had one seemingly heavy stealth game, and that so far has been Shadow Tactics, which we finished quite a while ago. So at least to give some variety in our lineup, my original thought was going to be Deus Ex Invisible War, which I know a lot of people don't care for compared to the original, but it's the first one I jumped into the franchise with. And it's hard for me to go back and play games that I didn't initially start with. But what happened is a few months ago, somebody popped in on Odysee and recommended I was confused with my own there. Firewall Protocol. No, we are actually doing Alpha Protocol because Firewall Protocol is still a long way from any kind of game or visual presentation. But anyway, so that's the conflict of having a name overlap there. But the thing is, so I have the game here. That would be this one, as you can see the cover there on the screen anyway. But this is a game made by Obsidian Entertainment, and it was published by Sega. So I have a little bit of story on this one, and it's relevant because I would not have played the game without this backstory. Many of you, I'm sure, are familiar with BioWare. I'm not exactly in the BioWare camp anymore, but I can't negate the fact that I did enjoy Knights of the Old Republic and the Mass Effect franchise to a point, because, yeah, that's got an interesting history, which I'm not going to get into because some people are fully aware of that. But there is a link between Obsidian and BioWare in the sense that they both worked on Knights of the Old Republic. BioWare did the original, Obsidian did the follow-up. So I tried to do the sequel to Knights of the Old Republic, and it didn't do anything for me. I was not able to get through it. I barely was able to play KOTOR the first time until I really gave it a deep dive, and then to this day, I still hold it up as being one of the best plot twists I've ever seen across gaming, movie, etc. So with that said, I don't know many other games that I played in the Obsidian camp, but I know through my conversations over the years that some people do really appreciate Obsidian, and some of that has to deal with other games. So I know that they've also been responsible for, I believe, Fallout New Vegas was one that people enjoyed, and I'm forgetting another popular one, but I think one of their more modern games might be that Outer Limits or something to that effect. It's more of like a steampunk space kind of thing. I know I'm forgetting a really key one, and I can't believe I'm drawing a blank at the moment, because I did do a little homework to get caught back up on some of the details here. But my history with Obsidian was not very strong. But a couple years into my development career, now mind you, I had gone to my intent from college was to eventually get into game development. And that didn't exactly happen. I landed in doing application development, but during my early years, I still dabbled with wanting to get into the game industry. And at that point in time, there was a college nearby that was focused on creative arts, more like design, the text, I don't know, seamstress kind of stuff, as well as the technology and game development stuff. And there was a gal that worked really hard at doing networking to bring in industry professionals for her students, and annually would hold a networking event. Now, even though I was not a student, the event was open to the public, and I was able to meet some people that worked in the development industry. And one of those people ended up being Chris Avalone, who was at the time a creative director over at Obsidian. So it was actually pretty neat, and I've done a lot of harebrained things in my time trying to network my way into the video game industry. So I have met a handful of creative directors over the time. And because I was an outsider, though, I was doing things in a boneheaded way, in the sense of trying to, make contacts and potentially present ideas. But it wasn't from a development, hey, here's a project and I have something to show. So it's really kind of weird that you do have to kind of work your way up through the industry, and I was kind of do it from the outside. But the reason it's relevant is because I at least was connected with Chris on that one social media well, it's more of a social media platform now than it was back in the day. It was more actually for work and professional stuff. But so he was a really nice guy, and I appreciate that there was a lot of people that had come to these networking events and were there to help students and to grow and learn what was going on in the industry. So I didn't have a lot of interaction with him, so I don't want to oversell this and make it sound like I know the guy and we're buddies. And I would be shocked that he would even remember me from a couple email interactions maybe a decade plus ago. So but at the same time, though, in meeting people within the industry and meeting people, some celebrities from Hollywood, he was definitely one of the more practical, down to earth kind of guys, and he was very good about answering questions and things like that. And so when I said boneheaded ideas, I think my intent at the time was, because I had picked up the game after seeing that he was working on it, I'm like, okay, well, somebody I know is working on this game that's out. I figure I might as well try it. I think my intent was to write a review and see if that was helpful. And I think it's probably a silly idea looking back, especially since I think some of my vision was a bit short-sighted. But at the same time, it compelled me to play the game, and I played through it multiple times. The game has a lot of interesting branching story paths. So, but because it's a shorter game, you don't have to spend almost a full-time job's worth of work to try to get through a second playthrough just to see an alternate ending. So it is short. It does have multiple options. It's got some interesting conversation stuff. And like I said, because of that social connection, I bought it and played it, and I did enjoy it. But for me, it kind of faded from memory. I have not touched it since it came out, which is 2010. So I couldn't even remember it. I don't have the same memory attachment to it like I do with Crackdown, which I did spend a little bit more time on our first episode of that, because that was a game I had been looking forward to, and I definitely did some achievement hunting on that one back in the day. So my past with Alpha Protocol is a little bit different. Now, the interesting thing over the years is that, when I dabbled with some of the video game, extraction and things like that, I would see people talk about the game from time to time. And to me, it's kind of one of those games that came and went. In doing some of my research the last couple of days, just to, get some things on the wiki to, see where it was and what happened to it, they said it kind of developed a cult following over the years. And hence that kind of explains why just recently somebody recommended it to us. So I figure, it might be a good one to throw in, especially since it's keeping in line with our Xbox 360 platform onward. I mean, we still got plenty of games to throw in on the original Xbox as well, but I don't want to keep going back too far all the time, especially since I did a mad rush of Xbox games, for the Extra Life charity. I think I had enough original Xbox for a bit. Not to mention I did a lot of that over the weekend. So anyway, that was after the decision to go with Alpha Protocol. So I'm kind of rabbit trailing here, but yeah, so here we go. Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG. We are essentially going to be playing as a Jason Bourne-esque James Bond kind of character. It's kind of like a hybrid, between Bond and Bourne and Mission Impossible all in one. Yes, it is a mature title. I know there was some strong language in it. Beyond that, I don't recall. But I do remember it having some great dialogue moments. There are some well-written scripts in there, and I think those are going to be enjoyable. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. Not that I can recall. So we are diving into this game, and we'll probably be doing this on Tuesday nights for the next foreseeable future. As long as the game works. Like if I had a scratch disc or something, that would totally be a problem, right? So, pardon me while I try to fix my cable here. Stand by. Oh, yeah. Sega. That was another thing I was going to talk about. We'll see what kind of menu we get to, and then I'll kind of break that down here a little bit. So Sega here, that may be another reason why I didn't really grab my attention, or wouldn't have otherwise, because I haven't done much in the Sega camp since Sonic. Sure, I had a Game Gear, sure, I had a Saturn, but Sega eventually reduced its role to strictly being a publisher and developer instead of a console maker, and most of their choices haven't quite felt like AAA titles. Now, it doesn't mean that they've all been bad, but there's other things out there. I think Binary Domain might have been one that was really off the wall that I had friends recommend saying is a good game, but I tried it and couldn't get into it, so some of their publishing choices were games that just felt like they weren't compelling enough to really grab everybody's attention. Doesn't mean they're bad. It's just a totally different flavor. So it's not like they were grabbing some powerhouse things like, say, to set aside all the biggest ones like EA and Microsoft and Sony. Your remaining developers were like what? THQ, Sega, maybe a few others. So yeah, it was really kind of interesting to see the time period that we were starting to exit Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era, headed into Xbox One, PlayStation 4. So these games were often overshadowed by, of course, the AAA first-person shooters and some other things. But definitely some gold in here, but we may have to dig for it a little bit. Oh, yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to save. We don't have to start from the beginning every episode. I need a little more volume here. Yeah, we'll stick with normal. We're not going to go through on scrub mode, but we're not going to waste our time on higher difficulty either. Ain't got time for that. Oh, that's interesting. So I don't remember this. There's going to be a lot about this I don't remember. Other than a couple dialogue scenes, this is mostly going to be like almost a new experience all over again. So, like with Mass Effect let you pick one of 3 backstories for your character. So Mass Effect did come out in 2007, and Mass Effect 2 came out in 2010. So this is on the heels of that, and there may have been intent to try to use some similar mechanics, considering this is an RPG. Naturalist soldier, your running gun, probably your closest to running gun. Field agent, covert ops, tech specialist. Yeah, that was always the hated one in, or at least the least popular one in Mass Effect. Freelancer. So in other words, you're a gangster, high-tech gangster or something. Caramba, I don't know what to do here, but I guess I'm going to go field agent because, again, we did say we're going to focus on stealth here, so this is kind of a game where I might be more apt to try the others, depending on what kind of options open up. This does extra dialogue? Yeah, we'll not do that yet. We'll save that for Season 2. Alright, here we go. Field agent. So, yep, RPG stuff. Let's assign some skills here. So I think it's automatically putting stuff here. But we got pistols, machine guns, sabotage, tech aptitude, healing from first aid, higher levels allow you to carry more gadgets. See, I'm more inclined to do some of that. Toughness is probably for your overall health, maybe. Heal, yeah, increased health, faster endurance, martial arts. Yeah, so the only thing I might be inclined to do here, maybe take one off of stealth. Huh, okay. Okay, so we can take one. Oh, do we need to take one off? Do we still have points? No, we need 6 points for that. Okay, so that gives us 6 points, and if we can put it over here on tech aptitude, still have 3 points left. Basically, I might want to hang on, even though it may... Yeah, we're going to fully use our points, but at least it'll be saved up for next time. Yeah, we'll act like an amateur and not min-max properly. I am not an RPG player at heart. I have played some, but not many as others, I'm sure.
Air traffic control, this is Alpha 254, requesting clearance for departure. Roger that. You are clear. Proceed to runway 5. Alpha 2, we are clear for departure. Please take it.
Good old pre-rendered cinematics. There might be engine. This stuff's obviously pre-rendered. Well, actually, you can just add a filter over this. Uh-oh! Go home, missile, you drunk. Ooh! If you didn't see the explosion, doesn't mean it happened. Or you can't verify it happened. Never mind the smoking wreck. Could have been an engine failure. This guy looks suspect.
If anyone is to blame for these events, Mr. Thornton, it is you.
Don't blame me.
Alpha Protocol began here, after all.
Uh-oh. They showing us the beginning again? Or the end before the beginning? Oh, 3 months ago, yeah. Who knows? Yeah, character models are definitely a little aged, but again... Not all games are about their visual fidelity. Uh-oh. Stagger off the bed. Okay, good. Classic controls. Yep, we got the basics down. We're good. Pick up highlighted items. Where are they at? That's not exactly highlighted. There's an item over it.
Good. You're awake.
Okay, so this thing is a little different than Mass Effect's everything's good versus everything's bad in neutral. This one's got more of a charisma or personality style, I guess, to it. So... Okay, we'll go for a professional.
I wasn't sure how long you'd be under.
And then you got a time...
Those tranquilizers wore off fast.
Where am I?
You're locked in our medical bay. And when the guards find out you've regained consciousness,
They're not
they'll
gonna
put
be
you
happy.
under again.
Don't want that. Any reason why you're helping me?
Mina. Let's just say I'm not a fan of the indoctrination procedure here.
All the more reason to leave then.
And how do you propose to do that? You're locked in. There's a guard outside. Eventually he's going to come check on you. And when he does...
Why wait? Set off an alarm, let him know I'm awake.
What? That'll bring him running.
Saves me the trouble of hunting him down.
Yeah, so
Activating the alarm now.
time limit makes it interesting because I forgot what the timeline was on that.
Did it.
Guess Sleeping Beauty's had enough. That you, Mike? You just hold on. I'm sending some guards to tuck you back in.
Oh boy. Yeah, auto combo. Just like Mortal Kombat 3. Can I pick anything up? Yes, I'm very thorough. I always got to check every corner, so... Sorry for the non-OCD people. We got another door we can open. Can't break the glass. What does he do? So he goes... Jab? No, he doesn't do the same thing every time. Oh, side hand strike. Backhand. Wow. Sorry, I won't bore you with all the martial arts breakdown. Oh, sweet. A front kick open the door. Alright, these scrubs are pretty awesome. Can't wait to get some real threads. Alright. Hey, the light's green, but the door won't open. That is clearly breaking paradigm. Jab, uppercut, cross.
You need to shut off the alarm. The panel's on the wall.
Need this
Do
panel?
a bypass on it.
Uh-oh. We got some hacking things to do here. We can move between circuits. Clip one. Okay, so let's... Okay. Okay, so we're gonna time limit here, alright. Alright. Ugh, yuck. Oh, great. That wasn't even the real one. Okay, good. It's not automatically moving.
Mike, careful.
That's not too
They
bad.
probably have a guard in the lobby.
Hopefully there's some ability to bypass that manual process. Arm myself. I've got 2. But you probably mean firearm. Non-physically interactive environments. Can't take out the water cooler. I mean, it's sitting there looking at me funny. Plus it won't even give me a drink. Wait a minute. The bigger issue is that it's got 2 cold taps instead of 1 warm and 1 cold. Oh wait, yeah. You wouldn't put warm water in a water cooler. Uh-oh. There we go, we can crouch. Now we got our stealth on. Good thing I anticipated that one. Special ammo. Trank rounds. Horse tranquilizer. Oh, so we got like 30... Wait. 30 must be the stamina. 100 must be the health. Okay. Yeah, I do remember something about him having a little bit of a wonky crouch walk English, it's getting a little late. Crouch walking animation here. What's this do? Nothing. Ah! That scared me.
There you are, Mike. Gotcha.
Hey. Thought you were supposed to be a good guy. Give me your gun. Ooh, he disappeared.
It's on.
Okay, good. Left trigger. He's sticking with some conventions here. Gears of War, pop-up cover style. Ooh, special ammo. Where? There we go. No boring documents. We don't want to read stuff. So do I have 49 trank rounds? That's a lot. You can totally take out like 3 horses with that. Ooh, what's going on down here? Welcome to the cubicle. We're going to put you back to work. Such a weird waddle. Oh, health. Health is good. Not that we need it, but can I jump? Where do I jump? What kind of symbol is that? Alpha protocol. So we get the alpha symbol, an eagle claw, lightning, and a snake, and arrows in every direction. Huh. Okay. Right in the head. Wouldn't you want to do a body shot? Shoot him in the eye with a trank dart. How do I reload? There we go. X to reload. Good. Sticking with convention. Can we... oh, so our stamina's down. Okay, so our stamina went down. It's kind of like a... maybe that's an overshield kind of ability. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've played this. Shut off the alarm, man. Reasonably simple.
Watch out for cameras. If they spot you or you destroy them, they'll sound an alarm.
I'll make sure not to do that. So, yeah, textures look a little muddy, but again, you know, so did the character models, so we're not going to worry about that too much here. Alright, so I can't destroy it. I just gotta not get caught in the beam then, so it looks like it doesn't go past the room there. Nothing in the corner. There was another stealth game I tried playing, of course, following the pseudo-popularity of Splinter Cell. It was one called Rogue Ops, and it was absolutely terrible. I probably tried like playing it twice and didn't get very far. Tried to make a female version of Sam Fisher with terrible mechanics. It was just a bad idea. Wait. Whoa. That's a miss. That's
Mike,
not.
Dispatched a squad to your area.
Don't make this any harder than it has to be.
Great. Another alarm. Ah, not a good time. That guy over there. Oh, come on, really? That was a direct hit to the noggin. Okay, let's try that again. Uh-oh. That was good. Alright, I should check to see if saving is required manually. Yes, let's do that. Okay. How far back do we have to go for help? Can we go backwards? We can. Not going to, though. Well, there's health in there. Let's open this door. There we go. Munch on some pills. Just pack a bunch of Tylenol on the wound. I'm sure that'll help. Actually, don't take advice on that. Alright, let's check the environment. Nope. Scorch mark. Otherwise, no interaction. Not that it's a big deal. But we figured we'd try. What is this? A little early for 3D printers. Not to mention be pretty big. Alright. So that's the objective. A compound door on this side. Goody. More darts. it's more of a crouch waddle. Alright, anyway. I gotta go that way, but I'd rather check these doors. They appear locked.
Almost gave me the slip. Now we got you.
Okay, how do we pick locks? Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Good old analog triggers. Alright, well, we're good on health. Alright, who put their bullets on the camera? Or is this an ATM? Is this a bullet ATM? Oh, no, it's a lockbox. Even though it's unlocked.
Any sign of our new arrival?
No sign of him yet.
Hoya!
Careful, Mike. Truck coming in. And guards at the exit. Try to stay out of sight if you can.
Alright. Yeah, we'll stay crouched. For now. Okay, bullets. Man, we are going to open up a market on tranq darts here, given how many they're giving us. Awareness skill. How do I... Oh, how do I turn it off? Ah. Oops. Okay. Well, I turned it on. I don't know if I wanted to just yet, but it's on now. Okay, so we got more enemies going on here. Can I... Alright, save first. Alright. Night. If they find them, I don't know what to do. Anywhere else we can go here? This is just awesome. Sneaking around in PJs. Who wouldn't want to be doing this? Alright, so we got two. It's interesting how they got the focus effect on there. Oh, come on. Uh-oh.
Mike, get out of there.
Like, what do you mean, get out of there? Like, get out of there, get out of there? How do I run? Okay, we can run. Using the A button. Perhaps I should have continued sneaking some more Gollum style. Let's turn this off while we're getting shot at. Good idea. Go, Wesker. Aw, boo. I can't drag the body, so it ain't completely Sam Fisher style, apparently. We gotta look for the same thing. Find 2 passwords hidden in the data stream. Oh, goody. Great. Yeah, of course. It's timed. Why wouldn't it be? Alright, 2-8. So we gotta find a section where it's, like, not moving or something. 2-8. There it is. Okay. Where does the rest not move? Oh, I gotta move this one. Ah! Not cool. I'm totally gonna fail here. Oh no. Okay. It says hacking like trying it again. Ah, crud. Where's the other one at? There it is.
End of the line, Mike. Give it up.
You first, pal. Let's try the door first.
Stay where you are.
Uh-oh. No, let's not go in there yet. Oh, we can't do that.
All right, Mike, that's enough.
Quit playing around.
That's enough? I think that's my line. What the hell's going on? Why did you drug me?
We need to keep the location of this facility confidential, especially if you get kidnapped and questioned.
I don't give up government secrets.
I believe you. Everyone says that during the first hour of interrogation.
So this is all part of the orientation?
Yep. I'm gonna ask you some questions, run you through some more tests, then you and I can talk. Face to face. That make you feel better?
I'm ready. What tests?
Not a physical, if that's what you're thinking.
No, I
Good.
figured that was all done while I was unconscious.
And then some. We ran your blood work, checked your vitals.
I
You
don't
seem
want to know what
healthy.
you did while I was
Just
unconscious.
One thing we should check. Your psych profile. I've been reading and rereading your dossier. Your file's got a lot of gaps in it. A lot more than I usually see in field agents. Those gaps were hard to fill.
I thought those records were buried.
We're pretty good at digging.
The ops needed to be done. Whatever they were.
Looks like they were sad to see you go, and probably happy at the same time. But you wouldn't be a good field agent if your boots didn't get dirty. If you gain more experience in the field, you may want to specialize further. But we can leave that until you've got some missions under your belt. That's it. Now I'm gonna let you out of the pen here and meet the rest of the crew.
All right. Is there anything I should know?
Nothing you can't find out on your own, and from the staff here. They'll be running you through the basics of weapons, gadgets, and espionage tactics. When you're cleared on the basics, come find me for your assignment. I won't lie to you, Mike. It's a big one, and dangerous. But I think you're the man for the job.
Get your scary eyeballs
Make
out of
the
my
rounds.
face.
I'll see you soon.
It's interesting how he's got QR code on his thing. It's like, I don't think 13 years ago QR codes were even close to being adopted yet, but could be wrong. Woo! New points. See, now we got more to spend because we didn't spend them all before. So I'm guessing these, okay, so these are giving an ability. We would have had silent running if we had done that one. And some of these don't give anything for a long time. Tech aptitude doesn't give anything till you get this one. So that's kind of like a auto cooldown thing. Not too worried about that yet. How about toughness? Where health bar maybe. Yeah, we want to get some more health. Pistols, maybe. See, there's no sniper rifles. That's a bit of a deficit. Not that it's a deal breaker, of course, but that's a stats. Who cares about stats right now? So we increased our endurance by being professional. Kind of want to... also, hand-to-hand combat may not be a bad idea. Alright, we still got 5 left over here. How about... Weaponry chambering automatically customizes all to store additional rounds in the chamber. Interesting. Wait a minute. Are these all individual? Remove. Oh, okay. So, like, each time you do this, it's doing, like, a sub thing, not just putting points in something. That's interesting. So, what did I do here? So, I basically went from So that reduced the damage, but here it increased from 3 to 4. Okay, that's interesting. Lots to relearn here. Alright. Critical shot. Accuracy +2, critical shot there. The toughness was resilience. So, okay, so endurance does kind of act maybe like as a shield, and then it will recover, so no surprise there. They just gave it a different name. Yeah, we'll go for pistol. Okay. Can we please get out of the pajamas? Nope.
Big ass screen.
Nope, somebody wants to talk to us. It looks like we're still in an interrogation room here. We came in that way. Oh, that's a mirror. It's not a two-way mirror. Yo. This would be the way we came in, right? Open. Yeah, we came in this way, so they're letting us out that way.
No weapons past this point.
What do you want me to do? Cut my arms off?
Asshole Parker's gonna be checking the system again.
Wait, I was in an interrogation room, so I'm guessing that was not A. How about B? Here? Locked. Here? Look. From the Thug Lounge. Oh, goody.
Probably want to change.
Yes.
Go on. Your gear's in the lockers.
Thanks. Pajamas be gone. Oh, interesting. We don't care about changing that. What about beard? Takes a second to load. That's a bit much. We'll go there. Oh, yeah. Better have a baseball hat. Oh, come on. There we go. There's baseball. Baseball backwards. Oh, yeah. Swamp hat. Beanie qualifies as well. Alright, baseball hat. Could be some cool shades. Of course, there's aviators. Mirrored. Alright. Non-Oakleys. Half rim. Blech. Razor. Oh, those look more Oakleys. Well, got the arms. Not much mirror when you can see through them. Okay, we don't need to change the eyes.
Orientation's not mandatory. You can turn around and go back to Westridge right now. Although that might make him upset.
Oh, boo-hoo. Alright, so let's, check out that sweet biker jacket. Or something, whatever it is. What do we got here? Turn TV on.
Our war does not end here.
Blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
You might want to take it a little easier when you escape next time.
Oh, look at my kata. Yuck. One. Oh, do I have it backwards? Dang it. Yeah. Interesting. They didn't yell at me. Why is that not... How's that not it? Is there more than one that doesn't move? Ah, dang it. So maybe there's more than one that's a red herring. Okay, I can now access email. You have forgot your password 3 times. We are now sending you 2-factor notification message. Medical facility off limits. Don't care. Nasri, remember the name. I don't know. So I don't recall. I mean, part of the issue with so many games with any kind of text, it's usually useless, or they will highlight in big bold letters the thing you're supposed to remember. So I don't remember if this game did something practical in which you actually had to read it for it to be useful. We'll find out, I guess. Ah, it's telling them about us, the new guy. I don't know if there's anything funny in here or not. Team building and grandkids. Somebody hitting on Mina. Candy sweets. That's interesting. The snack machine looks a lot like the drink machine. Okay, so I think that's where training is. Going. Oh, firearms. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll run through the basics here just because, and then we'll see what kind of time that puts us at.
This is a restricted area. The vending machines are down the hall and to the right.
I'm here for espionage training.
Westridge's new recruit. Good. There's no time to waste. So, orientation. You are familiar with the premise of an obstacle course, I assume?
I did my fair share in gym class.
Yeah, well, yes or no.
Gym class.
Up the ladder is the training area.
I guess
The
you didn't like
first
that.
test is navigating through the environment without being detected. Following that, you'll be facing live challenges against the agents here.
Anything else I should know about running this course?
Yes. I suggest you do it quickly. And talking gives your position away.
What's the deal with the security panel?
It secures the entrance. If you're as capable as Westridge says, then you should have no trouble hacking it and gaining access to the
I
course.
may or may not be that
Clock's
capable.
ticking.
Great.
Bozo. Alright. Here we go, up the ladder.
Course begins now. Hack the door in front of you to gain access to the course.
Ugh. Next one. Yikes, where is this mess? Wow, why am I... Oh, there we go. They put it all the way opposite end.
Always check your surroundings for cameras. We can't have you appearing on the nightly news.
Why not? Oh, already hacked. Okay. How do I jump?
Mind the gap.
There we
The
go.
key to stealth is timing. Pay attention to camera movements, then exploit their blind spots.
Do I have to break it open? No, go pick the lock. Oh, already hacked. Okay. Zip line. This ain't an amusement park. Oh, what? Fail.
Taking in the view. Yeah, well, I doubt the view is what's making you hesitate.
Yeah. At least this one's a little easier than the other nonsense.
unlocked the security door. Come back to the control room for your evaluation.
F. For fantastic.
Your score is based on several factors. Sorting the numbers now.
88 out of 20. Flying colors.
Very good. Above average performance for a trainee. Okay. You want to run it again?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Very well, I'll log the results. Westridge can complete your evaluation once you finish the other tests.
Anything else you could share that might help me out? I feel like I've already got the basics down.
Was there anything else?
What do you actually do here?
My primary role is intelligence analysis, but at times I serve as a handler during sensitive missions.
So you've been on a lot of Alpha Protocol ops.
Key ones, yes. I was involved in the events leading up to your assignment, in fact.
How?
I took on the role of a contractor, an accountant. Money is one of the easiest ways to track events. It often leaves the best fingerprints.
So you're a spy?
I'm an observer. I rarely take action.
I gather
The
information.
smallest event, if analyzed incorrectly or acted on improperly, could have great repercussions. And that's where I come in, to interpret events.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado? That kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliché. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain prices, and... yes, the downing of an airliner in the Middle East. All of these things have the potential to create larger catastrophes.
Okay.
Controlling the repercussions of these events, getting agents the information they need to put fires out before they rage out of control, that is my job.
So when I'm in the field, my orders come from you, or another analyst. My job is, what, to listen?
Yes, it's a numbers game. But decisions must be made quickly. If the decisions are solely reactive or passive, well, then you operate at a disadvantage.
So sometimes you create events.
For political equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
I thought we were mostly mission-driven.
We are. But even you will see the effect that even seemingly minor interactions have on the structure of a mission. Carry the logic one step up, and it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
I don't want to keep yakking with them, but we'll see
You
where
like
it goes.
working here?
My responsibilities don't account for that, nor should they.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
I was actually just trying to make conversation. But why would that be an excellent deduction?
Because, Agent,
Cleaning up after
Alpha
you.
Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our communication lines, and protecting our global positioning.
I understand. That must be a full-time task, and an important one.
Agreed. Even Westridge would say I hold the most important post in the facility. So, in short, yes, I clean up after others, and if necessary, I'm the one tasked with shutting this program down.
Shutting it down?
Turning off the lights, putting up the chairs, locking the door.
What does that mean, exactly?
This place cannot be found. If Alpha Protocol is compromised, any evidence of the program must be deleted.
But what happens to the...
Never
I mean, is
mind.
there an escape route, or what happens?
What do you mean, Agent? Be specific. I dislike dancing around an issue if one exists.
What happens to the program? Seems like a waste of resources.
You are correct. If ended, it starts again under a different name, with a new agenda.
Ghost Protocol.
You sound like you've done this before.
Bravo Protocol.
I have. It's classified. Or perhaps I'm joking. Are we done here, Agent? I think I've answered all your questions.
Nah, I'd
Some of
rather
them,
yak
yeah.
some more.
The others can wait.
Postponing my delightful training. Alright, so we got firearms and grenades, maybe? I don't know. Hopefully this is a little less problematic.
Hello? Anybody shooting in here?
Agent Thornton. Hello.
Hey.
There she
Hey,
is.
you're the one I spoke to when I woke up in the medical bay. Glad that wasn't a hallucination.
It may have been. Do you remember my name? Or do I need to
Susan.
write it down for you?
Mina, right?
That's right. Good to see you've recovered from the medical room with your memory intact.
Memory intact? Speaking of which, I don't remember where I left my keys or my passport.
Confiscating personal items is quite routine. I wouldn't worry about that. But let's get down to the task at hand. I'm here to run you through the weapons training and test your accuracy.
Do we be professional
All right,
with
what's
everybody?
the next step?
Just head through the door to the firing range, and I'll keep in contact with you over the earpiece. Head over to the table, get your weapons, and we can begin.
It's like too early to flirt, or we can get shot
The
at.
standard field agent package includes a pistol, SMG, shotgun, and assault rifle. Each has its strengths and weaknesses.
One of everything.
Let's start with the pistol. Equip the pistol, then aim down range and take some shots at the target. Good aim.
Shoot him in the knee.
Steady your aim for a few seconds. Then fire. Precision shots can take down a target quickly. Almost.
How long do... Oh, I see. It goes right there. It goes.
Now,
Right in
let's
the
move on
neck.
to the submachine gun. Now let's empty the clip. Let you get a feel for the recoil.
That gun stuff was a little clunky, but again, not holding them to the highest standard here, depending on the budget.
Now take cover. Still using cover, take some shots at the target. Accuracy's terrible while firing blind, but it
Yeah.
can get the job done, eventually.
Eventually.
Now try popping out and focusing your aim.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
can
was
use
doing.
cover to your advantage here.
Very Gears of War, except slappy and no chainsaw, aka Lancer.
I've unlocked the door to the tactical range on your right.
Oh, good.
Let's see how you do against some moving targets.
Oh, joy. We have to... Oh. Over here.
Now, with the pistol, you'll want to be patient and attack when targets get close.
Here?
Good.
That second one should have hit. Am I not supposed to go in here?
Now for the shotgun.
Shotty, you say?
Holding the trigger steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets.
Pew pew. Is that for a critical hit? Ugh. Haha, twofer.
Good. Next. Now for your submachine guns. If you're trapped in close quarters with multiple opponents, the SMGs can help clear the room quickly. Not subtle or quiet, but...
So in other words, you're saying they're not stealthy.
And that's enough.
So we have to talk to her for 5 minutes.
For long-range
There we go.
encounters, the assault rifle's the key.
Give me a scope.
Accurate, powerful.
Scope acquired.
Just be
Alright.
sure to line up your shots carefully.
Let's see, if you ain't gonna give me a sniper rifle, you better give me a scope on something. With a recoil, blech.
Watch for attackers from above. They may be out of reach, but not rifle range.
Whoa! Oh, you guys.
That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back. All done.
That's not the ladder. There's the ladder. Now which way? Runs like a gorilla. All right.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now.
All right. Is somebody out on the course?
Darcy. He's trying to beat your time.
Darcy? Who the hell is that?
Our tech instructor. Very insecure.
Well, how's he doing?
Not well. He's distracted.
Why?
As soon as he knew you were talking to me, Mike, he was in here in a second, in case he saw you as a challenge for my affections. It's like a cage match with you boys.
Am I? A challenge, I mean.
If you have to ask, Thornton, then there's your answer.
Owned.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah. So some shots not on target.
I think you might still be feeling the effects of the drugs.
Yeah.
It's definitely affecting your aim. You can give it another run if you want.
Okay.
You should be free.
I can beat my own score, no problem.
If you say so. If you do better on this run, it'll overwrite your previous score.
It kind of looked like that was an eye roll. I couldn't tell if that was an eye roll or
I've unlocked
glitch
the door to the tactical
animation.
range on your right.
All right. Oh, so we're doing the tact. So we'll have to do that one. Okay. Come on out. Wow, that should have been a miss.
Now for the shotgun. Holding the trigger steady and firing can knock down even heavily armored targets.
Let's go 2 for 1.
Good. Next.
I mean, amazing that they grade you on accuracy with the SMG there. Considering all bullets likely to miss the target.
For long-range encounters, the assault rifle's the key. It's accurate, powerful. Just be sure to line up your shots carefully.
Alright, just put a target in front of me.
Watch for attackers.
And that's probably dead after
they
that.
may be out of reach, but not rifle range. That's it. Take the ladder, head up and back. All done.
Yeah, that's right. Be impressed with my marksmanship. Michael Thornton has the advantage on dinner dates.
Good, Mike. I'm logging the results now. All right, let's see here.
How'd I miss? Blame it on the SMG.
That's one of the most impressive scores I've
The
seen.
dang Skippy.
With that in mind, you did so well. I'm wondering if you'd be up for something more challenging. A bonus round.
This course is a joke. Did you scale it down for that jackass? I could walk the rest of the way.
Jackass? Now I'm hurting.
So will Darcy. Did I mention we don't use live rounds? They still sting, though.
I'm listening.
Go in there, and if you can hit Darcy where it counts, that'd be worth a recommendation in my report. And worth some rep with Westridge. And it'd be earned.
Sure, sounds good. Any preference on weapon?
These targets are pretty easy for someone to hit. Thornton could have aced this thing blind.
Give me the gun.
Oh, silencer,
Let's
eh?
start with the pistol again. Don't worry. We're using tranquilizer rounds, so you won't be doing any lasting harm to your targets. Besides, turnabout is fair play.
So,
They drugged you, so...
so am I supposed to shoot him? What am I doing here? Oh, where is he? Say him or... Right.
All right, you're all done. Head on back.
Where it counts, she said. I did not assume the eyeball or the ear.
All right, let's see here. Well done. Critical hit. I don't think I have to worry about Darcy coming by again.
Anything else I can do?
No, Agent Thornton. Mission accomplished. If you haven't seen Westridge yet, you may want to pay him a visit after all the training is done. You've certainly aced this exercise.
That's good. Okay, I think I still got one more, though, before we talk to Westridge. Bear with us, folks. We are a rookie on the move. What yakadactyl are we having to engage with next? Hopefully not Sean Darcy. He's going to be clutching the jewels.
About time you got here. Guess you were too busy laughing it up from the weapons range, huh? You got me good there.
Oh, it's him.
I'm here for training.
Oh, I know. And the course is just about set up for you, too. Hold your horses. I'm glad you finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A good agent's ready for anything, Mikey.
Yeah.
Enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there? A used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right, then.
Open the locker and equip yourself. If you use them all, just come back and grab some more.
What we got here?
All right, everyone's favorite. Grenades. Let's see that arm of yours. Go on. Start checking them. They're concussion rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill.
Okay, so we gotta use the bumper, apparently. Oh, that was weird. Well, that's clever. You can at least throw it over your shoulder, though.
Now, how about something more challenging? Try a ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot.
Oh, wow, so tricky.
Now, try and get one through the window.
Okay. That's not complicated.
Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank.
Uh-huh. Nope. There we go.
Never get tired of that one. Now,
How
see
many
that
trucks does
electronic
that
lock
cost you?
there?
Okay.
Use your EMP grenade to shut it down. It can save you time in the field.
Alright, how are we doing that here? So... Okay, so... Okay, so the D-pad's got different stuff attached. Okay, so there's all of our weapons. Down does nothing. Oh, that I forgot about that. Something not enough games do for third person. Well, I switch the shoulder. But anyway, so we still need to do this. That's activated. Now we throw it, hopefully.
It's shut down.
Wow.
No more lock.
Okay. Took a long time to detonate.
All right, see that locker there?
No.
Let me guess. You want me to place one on the door?
Alright, where we go? So, shock trap. Okay. That...
Nice. And just in time.
Hey, Darcy, open up.
Guess some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while.
Okay. Okay. Now what? Oh, behind.
You know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical? Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush or just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
That's weird.
Hey, Thornton. Wait up. I just want to talk to you.
Come here, guys. Oh, so it's gonna go off no matter what? Did I get him? Am I impervious?
The doc's gonna be pissed. All right, all done. down on your performance.
Uh-oh. We glitch out? Okay.
So, Mikey, you did all right on the basic run.
Yeah, 110. I don't know if that's good or
You
not.
know, that performance wasn't half bad. Almost as good as my record. How about we up the stakes? Take this to
Nah.
the big leagues.
I don't want to kick you in the
Some
nuts
other time,
again.
Darcy. I just want to get out of here and get my assignment.
You're lost then. I thought you might be scared. I mean, I don't really blame you. It's a big world out there. Full of risks.
I'm not scared, Darcy. I'm bored. If this is all you've got to teach me, then I need to move on anyway.
Temper, Mikey. I wouldn't get your blood pressure up or they're gonna trank you again.
Doubtful. Since it looks like I'm the only agent in this facility they're willing to give a real mission to. Too bad for you, Darcy.
All right then. If you change your mind, the range is good to go. Whenever you feel up to it, that is.
All right. We done yet? Okay. Now we can finally get to the opening of the mission, because we have no idea what happens after talking to Westridge. This is probably going to send us out in the field, but I mean, we're going to go through the opening dialogue. Alright. Here we go. Back to the interrogation room. Do we smart off, or do we do something else? What do we do here?
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you're learning. I have to admit I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
I gave it my best, and so did they.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Looks like you did well on the tech portion of the test. Very well. Past Darcy's bitching, there's some real compliments in here if you look at the numbers. Mina's report on your weapon skill was impressive. In fact, I think you outperformed many of the guards, and it's your first day.
What can I say? Top of my class at the academy, if you read my charts. You did read them, didn't you?
Oh, I did.
Oh,
It was
he
hard
didn't like
getting
that.
through the pages detailing your overconfidence.
Well, as long as you read the charts, that's all that matters. I'm a little surprised Mina was paying attention to my firing skills at all, actually.
Careful. If you get any more full of yourself, not even this facility will be able to hold your ego. And here's a surprise. A positive evaluation from Parker. On the number side as usual. But he actually took the time to write a sentence.
He did. What was the sentence?
You may have been right about this one, Westridge. For Parker, that's high praise. Assuming you don't let us down, Mike. Looks like that's it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part. Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for
Make
this line
cookies.
of work, but you volunteered. Usually we have to ask.
I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is
And
the
by
best
that I
way
mean
to do that.
Zimbabwe,
Give me a mission,
South
and I'll prove
Africa,
it.
or
What makes you think you're ready?
the Congo.
Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here, and you're not convincing me.
My opinion isn't important. Yours is.
Not out in the field, and not when you're dealing directly with others. Then your opinion is all that counts. Beyond the guns, tech, and sneaking around in the dark, there's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of it. The way you talk to people, your attitude. That's what we're going to discuss now.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
You sound like a
believe it or
machine.
not, you're not here because you're a people person. You're here because your psych profile says you're skilled at manipulating others.
Was that a compliment?
You'll see. The way you project yourself definitely affects what people think of you, and your reputation with them.
And if I want to impress them?
You don't always want to or need to. Having a good or bad rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits. Sometimes you want to piss someone off, so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a strong rapport with someone and talk your way out of a bad situation. All depends on your objective. This goes for your handlers as well. We're going to be sending you into a lot of dangerous places, and your only backup is going to be who you're talking to on your headset. How you treat them is going to have an effect on the success of your mission.
So if I piss them off, I'm screwed?
No. A handler that likes you too much and puts emotions before the mission can be just as dangerous as one who resents you.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want? And if I compromise an asset in the field by choosing the wrong path?
No, again, there are no bad choices, just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude before they meet you. They may have a preconceived notion of how you're going to treat them, which can affect their reaction.
Well, maybe they should take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems to be able
You're
to
a
spare,
special agent.
especially during a conversation. Although that can be a plus.
If I need a breather to assess the situation, right?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to someone. So if you need to get your second win before a fight, making small talk can buy you time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can. So if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem to have the basics down.
And if they're a target, why talk to them at all?
Sometimes it is better if you shoot first. Still, approaching someone to talk to them can
Oh,
allow you to
interesting.
get the drop on them if you get close
Cut
enough
that
to strike.
interaction short.
Use it if you have to, if the conversation isn't going your way. Assuming there's even a way you want the conversation to go.
So how do I know how someone wants to be treated? At least enough to cooperate.
If that's what you want to do, pay attention to the clues in your environment. Sometimes people will have advice, and intel can help. But there's another way. Read much?
Shoot him in the knee.
Yes, usually before I'm ordered to destroy the document.
There's a host of information out there through dossiers, email, and other documents
Yeah, so they do have
represent
stuff in
total
email.
research others have collected on a target, organization, or operation.
And what does that get me, exactly?
Sometimes you'll spot obvious triggers. People who don't respond well to smartasses, like me. Others who respect loyalty, duty, a professional approach. Others who don't have time for bullshit, and like it when you get to the point. But dossiers just don't contain psych information. They'll usually have combat information on your target as well. What side they favor, any past injuries, common weapons or tactics they use. Some of it blunt, some of it subtle. But if push comes to shove, it can give you an edge in combat. The more you've done your homework, the more
Boring.
vulnerable they'll be.
So when the guns come out, the dossier can come into play. Have you read mine?
Several times.
You have dossiers on everyone here?
Yep, if you can dig them up. You might learn a few things. Sometimes reading a dossier will give you more options when dealing with others. A few facts to bring up, to shake secrets loose.
What about you?
You should already know what makes me happy, Mike. And what pisses me off.
How do I know when I have the go-ahead to start accessing
Flicking you on the
files?
forehead.
After meeting a target or hearing their name referenced by someone else, you should have a target ID. Then hop onto the database and start doing your homework. You can usually unlock their basic information at that point. Let's start with a simple one. Al-Samad. That should be familiar to you.
The terrorist group.
Yes, you can research groups as well as people. It doesn't carry the same benefits, but it can provide useful intel in the field. Talking to people about others is a good way to help gain dossier information. Sometimes people will have information on someone that can unlock a brand new thread in your computer search.
Okay, so I've suffered through your interrogation. And know how to give one if need be. Am I ready or not?
We'll see. Meet me in the command center, and I can give you a proper mission briefing.
Alright, we'll save that for next
Because
time.
I'm sick of this room.
Trust me, Mike. If it was up to me, you'd never see this interrogation cell again.
But you might, hence the foreshadowing.
Recognize him?
That's Sheikh Ali Shahid, the voice of Al-Samad. They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East.
Yeah, he got his hands on some prototype Halbeck technology. A missile with a multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's Ladder. That airliner was his first target.
Specs and shadiness of this whole thing aside, how did Shahid get his hands on that missile?
Missiles. He's got more.
Yeah.
We stole them from Halbeck and we need them back before he gets any more trigger happy. Then we want you to kill him.
Understood, but if the opportunity presents itself, should I take him alive?
If you can. Either way, we want him out of the picture and away from any more taped broadcasts.
If I can bring him back here, I will.
All right then, pack your gear. You're heading to Saudi Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in spirit, and on video and radio when needed, Agent.
And I just got here. Oh, well, I'm gonna miss this place.
I doubt it. I'll contact you when you reach Saudi Arabia.
That's the dialogue. It's the sarcasm. That's what made it entertaining, I think. Ugh. Alright, so we completed 19 objectives. We got all of them. We earned points. We did some stuff. So that'll set us up for mission 1 next time. We got through the tutorial.
Care to explain how Halbeck lost its missiles?
Old news. An accounting error.
The missiles. You didn't lose them, did you?
Angry, Mr. Thornton? Because of what happened in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, we got some flash forward. So flash forward, flash back. So I think the nature of the decisions you make will start to affect these interactions here, which is another thing that makes it interesting to give more playthroughs a little more weight. Oh, new emails. Do I have to hack it this time?
Can you read me? I'm getting lots of interference.
I made it to Saudi Arabia, sir. I'm at the safe house.
I guessed that much. See any shadowy agents in trench coats at the airport?
No, sir, I don't think so.
That was a joke, Mike. But stay on your toes anyway. Finding Shaheed is your primary objective. Trouble is, we don't know his location. But we have 3 leads. An arms dealer, Nasri, is believed to have sold the missiles to Shaheed, and he's currently operating in Saudi Arabia. If you can intercept him, maybe he can tell you where Shaheed is, or guide you to the missiles.
Do we have anything else on Nasri?
Nothing more than what's in his dossier. If you can manage to make any contacts and find out more, we'd welcome it. We also tracked down the location of an airfield Shaheed used in the past. If you can sneak in and plant a listening device, we may be able to track flight Shaheed is using to move through Saudi Arabia.
And the third lead?
We've got the coordinates of an Al-Samad detention camp, also used as a stockpile for weapons. We suspect the missiles may be stored there.
Is there any way to be sure the missiles are there?
Not at this time. The area is dug into the side of a canyon, and getting reliable satellite imagery when sandstorms aren't blowing has been almost impossible. We'll want you to go in alone, recon the area, and shut down their radar and communications. Once that's down, we can call in air support and hit the camp hard.
No pressure.
And no backup. Get used to it. It's the job. You check out your new home yet? It's got some perks you might be interested in.
Full security system?
A computer with a hub connection so fast you'll feel like you're going back in time.
What, to the Stone Age?
Yeah.
Please.
You can do dossier research, encrypted emails, and if need be, access some of the weapons dealers in the area. That'll be done on your own dime, however, using whatever funds you can find in Saudi Arabia.
I understand, sir. We wouldn't want Alpha Protocol tied to any weapons trafficking in the Middle East.
No?
Exactly. There's also a weapons locker in the main living area. Open it up, help yourself, but use the ammo and armor you think suits the mission. When you're ready to head out, just use the front door, or access the
imagine
missions
that.
from the main
The front
terminal.
door.
I'll have already uploaded all the mission specs to your PDA. You can review them at any time.
Alright, so is that it?
Yeah.
Westridge. Great. Home sweet home.
Yeah. Okay, we will do exploring later, and it says saving, so we got a checkpoint. So we'll do a redundant one here, just in case. Alright. Hoya. Uppercut, low shin kick. And I don't know if it counts as a side kick or not. It's kind of sloppy. Okay. Alright. We are done. A little long for a late night session. But anyway, so yeah, that's it. Welcome to Alpha Protocol. We got through the tutorial and all the shenanigans and met some of the key characters, so we will pick up with that next week. Yeah, I forgot to mention a couple things top of the show. Thankful for all of you who are still plugging along with us, watching, lurking on the replay on whichever platform. I know some viewership is still ticking up on Odysee, so appreciate that. And I know we had some support on the Pilled side over on Sunday for Crackdown, so I know YouTube and Twitch kind of doing their own thing, but either way, I'm glad if you're watching. I know we got some views out there, so please hit the likes, shares, follow, subscribes, and as always, check out the Firewall Protocol saga when you get a chance. The link for that will be in the outro. It's on screen right there. That's our big sci-fi franchise that we're working on, so a lot of things that we've been playing are inspiration for the kind of stuff that we do, so hopefully you'll like that. But anyway, that'll do it for our Tuesday night, late night edition, and stay tuned. We'll be back on Thursday for some Mech Warrior 5, still plugging away at the Dragon's Gambit DLC, and that will do it for now. Have a good one.